This then is the EGON DC-Hub DUAL. This is a very, very clever piece of technology. I'm going to ask Heiner to explain it to you.
This is the EGON DC-Hub DUAL, which allows you to connect two DC-DC chargers to one house battery to have a bigger output charge current to your house battery. And you start connecting it by starting to connect your house battery to this big terminal. After that, you can connect your start battery to the start battery input 1 and 2 with two separate cables. Over here, you've got unregulated solar input 1. This is connected to the DC-DC charger connection 1, where you can have your 4 outputs of your DC-DC charger connected right here. Here you've got your solar input number 2, which is connected to your DC-DC charger connection number 2, where your 4 DC-DC charger cables connect to these connectors. Now you have got your whole charging circuit connected. 2 different solar circuits, 2 different start battery feeds, a house battery connection, and all the charging, all the grounds, everything is connected. Your system is now ready to run and can charge the battery from alternator and solar. Everything that's left now is to connect your loads. You have got 13 different load outputs that you can use. This here is an 80 amp output that is perfect for big loads like air compressors, external switch connections, absolutely up to you. And here on the DC-Hub DUAL you have got another 2 80 amp outputs that you can use for high amp applications up to 80 amps. Over here and over here you have got 25 amp outputs, which are perfect for wiring up your fridge, wiring up lights, wiring up an oven or small water heater, everything that needs constant power. Another really important thing to mention with the DC-Hub is that this connector, this connector, this connector, this connector, and this connector can be used as outputs, but at the same time they can also be used as inputs, which means if you have got, for example, a 60 amp AC charger, 240 volt AC to 12 or 24 volt, you can connect this charger here and put a fuse in, and now you can charge your auxiliary battery. Or you've got a solar regulator that you want to connect, and you can connect the output of the solar regulator into one of these ports. If it is less than 25 amps, you can even use these ports here to connect an additional solar regulator or an AC battery charger. That is completely up to you. And now your wiring is complete. All the ground connections, all the ground loops, everything that you have to take care of, it's all done on the circuit board. You're ready to run your system and use all your loads the way you want.
All those instructions available on the internet. We've done a lot of work to help you get your build complete. The EGON DC-Hub is built to exacting standards. It's an extremely heavy-duty, robust unit. Give some thought to where you're going to mount it. Now, the mounting bracket, which is optional, there's a lot of cleverness in this design. So that we've deliberately left one side of it with no connections at all. So basically there's the bracket there, and you assemble it. It's extremely assembled. That sits in like that. And then these little T sections, you can see them there quite nicely. See them there, those T sections? What they are for is when you run your cables, all of them, you slip a cable tie over that and you tighten it up, and it prevents vibration wearing your connections loose. These red LEDs Once a circuit is completed, if the fuse blows, these LEDs will glow, indicating a blown fuse. Here is where you put your spare fuses. Let me address a few of your frequently asked questions. For example, does the size of my battery bank matter? No, because of course a battery bank is measured in amps over time. How many amps can be delivered for how long? Of course, it doesn't matter how big your battery bank is or how small it is. It will work perfectly with the DC hub. Question about fuses. Do I need to fuse the cable going from the battery to the DC hub? The answer is most definite yes. Always fuse at the battery to protect the cable that is running from the battery to the DC hub. The question of maximum current. While the DC hub can handle a total of continuous 150 amps, the individual connector with the largest input-output is measured at 80 amps. So anything larger than that, for example a large inverter, is going to draw considerably more than 80 amps. They should be wired separately and directly to your battery. We have supplied a lot of information to help you get your wiring done easily and quickly. Another question, for example, where should the shunt be wired? Well, that is going to be between the negative terminal on the battery, house battery, and the DC hub.